What is going on, Pisces? Butch Tarot here. I'm laughing because I was recording myself singing. I had this song stuck in my head. I'm not going to sing it because I watched it and it's not good. I wasn't singing it like to be whatever. You know what I mean? Who cares? I was just about to restart it, but you know what? I'm going to go with it. Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your November read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And for anybody that's new, welcome. I honestly, I've said this now, and I'm going to say it again. I feel like I have the most loving community in the world. You know what I mean? And Pisces, you're a big part of that. You know I love you. Yeah, so welcome anybody that's new. Welcome back anybody that's been here before. If you're new, I am sorry that that's the first time you had to see me. Do you ever get a song just stuck in your head though? It's jamming out. I wish I could say it. That song, Lightning, this is what it sounds like, or something like that. I want to make it better, but I feel like I made it worse. Let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Pisces for November 2025? Ooh. I'm sorry. All right, Pisces. So, first things first, Pisces. Whether or not you're already dealing with this person or not, like I said, this is the energy I see coming towards you. I kind of feel some familiarity here, so you may already know this person. How far you went down this rabbit hole may differ, but I feel a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of defensive energy either around you now or coming around you, like almost like feeling like you're getting played. You know, I feel like with this connection is almost like there's a part of you that truly feels like this person not only maybe a soulmate, may possibly be your true love. And I feel like that's why it's giving you so much grief with the Nine of Swords. You know, kind of the late nights anxiety. They usually have a bed somewhere in the picture, so that's where I'm getting it from, and that's how I see it. It's like keeping you up. What's keeping you up at night? And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, feeling like this person's playing you. Like there's sometimes it just feels like they're playing you. This is like this very defensive energy with this person. And again, I mean, we get the Seven of Swords. So not only this defensive energy coming from this person, but there's also this secretive energy, like feeling like there's something they're not telling you. But there is a part of this that makes this whole damn thing confusing. We got the High Priestess. So I feel like there's a big part of you, like I said, that feels like this person could be the one. Maybe even bigger than that. But it's like their action. Your intuition is telling you. Trust your intuition, Pisces. I always say this. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a stagnant energy. The Eight of Cups in reverse. Almost like feeling like I said, there's a part of you who wants to just walk away, but there's also a part of you that knows there's very well possible that there's something much bigger here. Because with this person, I feel like you feel very comfortable. You know, almost feeling at home, feeling at peace. This is the person you want to crawl in that foxhole with. You know, someone you want to go cuddle in that cave like the bear in hibernation. You know, cuddle up with them and just shut out the world. And it's different. It hits you different. Now, what I see is, like I said, trust your intuition. Trust it. Because I feel like this person, I feel like this person really does care about you in a very deep way. And I feel like this person does want to move forward with you. I just don't feel like they know how that looks. Like how to do that. And it's hard for them to open up. You know, we got the Ace of Cups, so I feel like there is love here. There's real love. But again, with the Chariot, I mean, they want to move forward. So the mixed message is kind of not really fitting, if we're going to say it like that. I mean, there's this really strong bond between the two of you, like this soul bond. I might be picking up on the same energy I picked up a couple reads ago. Like I said in the beginning, it felt familiar. Okay, so, but with this person, I just feel like it's about patience with this person. I feel like if it's worth it, I feel like you will. I mean, you don't know how much you're inspiring this person. You know, this person may act like they're not into you or, you know, kind of nonchalant about this shit, but really inside, that's not what's going on. I feel like they're breaking down. You know what I mean? They're breaking down those pieces that, think of it as a wall that has a lot of cracks in it. You know, and when you think of a wall that has a lot of cracks in it, sometimes it'll be cracked like this and there'll be a crack like this. So if somehow this piece got touched, it would fall out. I just feel like there's a lot of cracks and you're breaking through to this person. But with the Tower card, I like to put I don't look at it as a negative, like, I'm not getting negativity from it. I don't look at it like it as a negative card in this instance, because I feel like it's more like this person, you're breaking away. You know, things are falling off this falling apart. If you think of it that way, like I said, that big wall, you think of a tower even, and it's falling apart piece by piece. But it was a bad tower. It was locking away, like if you think of like Shrek, it was walking away Princess Fiona. Like, it's not a good thing. It was locking something away. And like I said, I mean, they're finding balance with you. And I feel like this person, I really feel like this person either been hurt before or just doesn't really understand love. Like, just never felt love before. Because they're very resistant to it. Almost like it's foreign. But they are finding balance. Like I said, if you have patience, all those things you fantasized about and all those things, you know, you may have already planned your wedding with this person. And I don't mean that in a physical sense. I mean in your mind. Pisces are dreamers. Uh, and one of my friends had told me a joke one time about a Pisces, and the gist of it is that Pisces doesn't care where you take them on a date. They're already planning, like if they're going on a date with you, they're already planning, you know, a romantic trip. They're already in their head. You know, I love that about Pisces. They're so whimsical. But anyway, I just, like I said, I feel like what you want from this person and more is very possible. This is not a lost cause. This is not someone. I mean, the doors are going to open up. That's what I see. I mean, I see communication. I see walls breaking down, like I said. Not only the tower walls, but again, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And I always think of that as a self-imposed prison. Like somebody puts a prison cell up and locks themselves away and the keys in their pocket so they can just get out anytime they want. You know, and I do feel like that wall being broken down, I feel like this person's coming out. You know, I see open communication. But like I said, this person does. This person that you may, like I said, you may already know them. This is someone coming in. This is a lot to happen for someone coming in. So I do feel like you know this person, or at least you may not know them at this type of relationship. It could be just a friend, someone, you know, someone that I feel like they really connect to you. But there's a little bit of self-sabotaging going on as well, because I feel like they just don't. Sometimes people just don't know how to be happy because they don't know that. You used to something. It's like a couple of my friends were telling me about when they came back from, they're American, and when they came back from Iraq, and they used to sleep on the floor because they just weren't, the bed wasn't comfortable. You know, they weren't used to the bed anymore. And it's kind of like that. You know, sometimes you get so used to something that even if something's better or more comfortable, it's a hard switch to switch back. But like I said, I feel like this person has a lot more to them. That player energy, I feel like the nonchalantness and sometimes making you feel, not necessarily feel not wanted, but making you feel like they're kind of pulling away. I feel like that's like more like a cry for help from them, as in pull me closer kind of thing. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. There is, you know, this person does have a lot of love for you, or will. And like I said, if anybody can open this person up, it's you. I mean, I feel like what they're getting out of this is, I feel like you're their last, or maybe their only hope to break this little spell that's come over this person. And what you get out of it is, I feel like they have someone really special locked away in there, in our tower. I don't know where I come up with the shit I come up with. Fiona's tower. I could have said Rapunzel. Is it Rapunzel? No. I'm not really good at that. With this person, we have Cancer and Pisces. We have some Sagittarius. I'm feeling some Aquarius. I said Leo and Sagittarius. Aries. Some Taurus. said Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Like, see, I get so distracted. Sometimes it's hard, like when you're doing a read, to keep on task because there's so much going through your mind. And then it's like so much going through your mind, but it's almost like it's in different languages, so you somehow got to decipher it. It kind of reminds me, like when I was doing the read, I always get these stories, and this is where the stories come from at the end. You know, something and I remember when I know how to talk. Sometimes something will pop up and I'll remember something. And that's where the stories come from, is something that, triggers it. And this was what I was thinking about during the read. And no offense to the cross watcher, no offense to anybody. This is just the analogy. I watched this video of this guy, and what he does is he takes dogs that people think are broken, that need to be, that need a new home, but people are standoffish because the dog, maybe acts weird or whatever. Usually the dog is really timid because they've been in abusive homes, and it breaks my heart. I watch all those, like pet rescues and stuff. And I don't know why, because it just infuriates me that people can do that to animals. But there was one particular video that popped up in my head, and that's how it pops up. Like I think that's why me and Pisces get along so well, because I'm a dreamer, and I can get in there with you. But yeah, this dog's in this cage, and he's like as far into the corner as he can possibly get. And this guy goes in and he just sits down beside the dog. He doesn't touch the dog. He doesn't, he looks at the dog for a minute, and then he'll look away and he'll spend some time like just doing his own thing. And he'll do that every day when he has these videos. And then you start to see, like, he'll give the dog a little treat. The dog will like not do anything, and then the next day he'll like start looking at it, and you know what I mean? Like, he'll always eat it, but usually he waits till the guy's gone. But then after a few days, the dog starts taking it when he puts it there. Then a few days later, a few weeks later, I don't even know how long the videos go like that, but he'll put a treat in his hand, and the dog will eventually take it from his hand. And then he'll just touch the dog, just ever so slightly. And the dog, over the course of the next little bit, he'll pet the dog, and then he'll take his hand away, and you can see the dog kind of almost like, come on, a little bit more. And then next thing you know, like, he's however long down the road, the dog's kind of cuddled up next to him. Then a couple days later, the dog's like laying on his lap, and it's just, and he always, it's so amazing to me. Like same as Caesar, when I watch his shows, it's always amazing to me. It's like there's these dogs out there that people think are just too far gone, and he always seems to bring them out of their shell. I mean, I guess it's for views and stuff, so he might not show us the ones that don't make it, but then they end up being like these great dogs to people. Like, once you get them open, they end up sometimes even being the most loyal dogs. But again, I don't want to. I'm not calling anybody a dog. I'm just saying sometimes we've been hurt by people that we trusted, and it's the analogy of it all, I don't know if you're sticking with me this long. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and you're still sticking with me, and you're still subscribed after this. I love you. Sometimes you get these moods, feel good. Hope you all feel good. Anyway, I could talk forever. I'll do a live here soon. I like talking, but it just sucks that you guys can't really talk back. They can message, but it's, I don't know, it's different. Have a big conference call. Yeah. me and 250,000 people, right? That wouldn't be confusing. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.